Steph. I'm just going to go over a few housekeeping notes before we start with questions. As a reminder, please keep yourself muted unless it's your turn to ask a question. For all of our availability today, we'll have to keep it to 15 minutes. So please keep your questions to one question. And if you want to ask a follow-up, re-raise your hand and we'll try to get to as many questions as we can. So with that said, we're going to start with Eric Wilson.
Steph, congratulations. Just talk about the moment when you finally got the news that you were going to be a part of this team and what it means to you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited. Ever since we left Austria and we were able to qualify, I've been looking forward to hearing the announcement of whether I, officially made the team or not. So to hear it today and to know, I know my family is super proud and excited for me because they know how much the Olympics mean to me. So yeah, I'm just thrilled to be able to go.
We'll go to Annie Costable,
but close enough. Hey, Steph, I wonder what your first, memory of the Olympics was, your first time watching it. You just said the Olympics mean a lot to you. So what growing up was your first memory watching the Olympics?
Gosh, I don't know, like a younger one, just because I have a terrible memory, but probably the most, like the earliest I remember was Michael Phelps. It's not basketball either, but just the medals that he won and just like seeing the whole Olympics. I just thought seemed so cool, and such a honor to be able to do that and represent your country. And then like whenever they do the opening ceremonies, to see the girls walk in, the basketball team. And then the one year they had like, I don't know, the funny caps on, but it just looks like an amazing opportunity. And that was kind of when it sparked my interest the most of like really being a part of the Olympics.
Awesome. Thank you.
And we'll go next to Pepper.
Hi, Steph. Great to see you. Congratulations. Can you talk about, how you're making history, because this is the first time 3-on-3 has been in the Olympics?
Yeah, I'm especially honored because of that reason. The fact that it's going to be historic, that it's the first time 3x3 is going to be in the Olympics, and to be a part of that. Not everyone can say that they've been a part of history. So I'm just hoping to go and, help my team represent the country well and hopefully come out with a gold.
All right. Thank you so much.
Doug Feinberg.
Congrats on making the Olympic squad. I know you've had a journey with USA Basketball trying to make Olympic teams for many years. What does it mean to make it this way, to be part, as you said, of something historic and new, being 3-on-3?
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's special in its own way. I've been trying to make the 5-on-5, which we all know is a very hard team to make. Especially for me, who's someone who does more of the little things. I'm never going to stand out with points and the extravagance of playing, but to be able to make a team and to be able to make the 3-on-3 team is even cooler, honestly. It's a new sport in the Olympics, so to get that honor is even, I think, better. We have the smaller team of just 4 people, so we all get to kind of highlight what we're good at, and so I'm just very excited.
And we'll go to Rafiq.
This is Rafiq with Nothing But That Sports Talk. Congratulations on being selected to the US 3-on-3.
Thank you.
I just want to know, how happy are you that the same 3 players that were qualifying for the Olympics, as far as Kelsey Plum and Samuelson, are the players that you're going to be coaching this year's upcoming Olympics? That's one. Number 2, how do you feel about the idea of having a 3-on-3 Olympic Games?
Well, first one, I'm very happy that it's the same team that was able to go to the qualification tournament in Austria. The 4 of us have worked hard to get to where we are now with 3-on-3. We've been training together in the off season. We've put a lot of time and work into it. So for them to, I guess, reward us, to actually put us on the team means a lot to us, and just shows that the hard work had paid off. And then the other question, very excited that 3-on-3 is in the Olympics. I think it's a whole new sport when it comes to basketball and like a branch of basketball. So it's just more fun, a little bit more street ball-esque. And I think people will really enjoy it and like watching it when they really give it a chance.
We'll go to Andrew Lipton.
Hey, Steph, how you doing?
Good.
Congratulations. What do you think we're going to see from you on the court? We're going to see some different things, improve things in the 3-on-3 game.
I took one step back in the qualification tournament, so probably won't do that again. I missed it. So probably not. Probably my basic stuff: pass, shoot, screen, post ups, pick and rolls. It's all stuff that thankfully works well in 3-on-3. So, as long as I keep my, fitness and my quickness up during the season before the Olympics come, I think, you'll see the same things.
Gotcha. Thanks.
And Alexa.
Hey, Steph, congratulations on officially punching your ticket to Tokyo. I'm just curious what you know of what your schedule will look like over the next, few weeks. Are you guys going to be doing a training camp? And then also with the Tokyo, or with the schedule, it looks like you're going to just have a bunch of your games within the span of like a few days. And is that something you look forward to? And then do you know if will you get to stay in Tokyo after that, or are you going to be coming right back to?
Yeah, I don't know a lot, but we will have a training camp, I believe in Vegas before, we go to the Olympics. And then I believe we will go all together, like all of basketball, I think, to Tokyo. And I'm happy that it's all kind of, together within, 5 or 6 days. I figured that's what would happen with 3-on-3 because there's only 8 teams. So I think it's better that it's all kind of compact together. And then I believe we will leave when our part is done. So we won't stay much longer. So then I'll come back to the States and get back to Chicago.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Leah.
Hi, Leah Secondo with the Olympic Broadcasting Channel. Steph, congratulations. Great accomplishment. Been watching your transformation from last season to this season, how hard you have worked to lose a ton of weight. You look great. If you could just talk about what you did through the summer to transform your body and how that has kind of helped you feel on the court.
Yeah, well, I stopped eating, so there's that. I'm just kidding. I mean, a little bit. Anyway, I just focused on my calories, really. I mean, I was working really hard off season to, train really hard individually, which is, easier when you're not around an entire team. So I worked out maybe 3 or 4 hours a day, just on myself. And then my calories, I just kept it under a certain amount. And thankfully it was still kind of quarantined. So like there wasn't anything to do, like party or drink. I stopped drinking alcohol for quite a while. I should probably go back to that. And I was able to lose about 30 pounds. So it felt really good. And it's paid off on the court. I'm able to move a lot better. Even 5-on-5. I mean, my coaches are always saying like my defense is way better. I'm quicker on my feet. So overall it's just made playing basketball better, staying injury free easier. And, my quickness is better for 3-on-3.
Thank you.
We'll go to Allison.
Hi, Steph. Congratulations, first of all. So happy for you. Talk a little bit about your love for the 3-on-3 game. You've done it for a very long time. You did it in USA earlier in your junior career. What makes that so great for you?
Well, in the beginning, when I first started playing 3-on-3, it was like, I definitely was a little skeptical if I would be good at it or if I would like it. But once I started playing, I mean, I think it's really fun. It's fast paced. It's more physical. There's a lot of one-on-one, so you can't really hide anywhere, which I like. I like the pressure of that.
Mm-hmm.
So the amount that I've played now, like I just really enjoy it. It's such a nice break too from the 5-on-5 that I play constantly. So yeah, I've grown to love it, especially playing with these girls too, this group of girls on my team. So yeah, hopefully continue to play it.
It's great. Does the weight off now make it easier on both games? Was it harder to play at your other weight?
Yeah, I mean, yes.
It may sound like a silly question, but some people can and do it really well.
Right.
So.
I mean, it's always easier when you're a bit lighter on your feet. For me, it's just one, it was also just staying injury free. I gained a decent amount during quarantine, being home with my family. And then I got injured. So it was kind of just being healthy in order to stay, injury free, like I said. And then, it helps on 3-on-3 and 5-on-5, just being quick, agility wise, fitness wise, everything.
Thanks, Steph.
Thank you.
We'll go back to Annie.
Thank you. Follow up from me. I know you guys are in New York obviously right now. So what was the reaction from the teammates when they found out you made the 3-on-3 team? Did they celebrate at all with you? And secondly, how do you feel like your game playing 3-on-3 has impacted or improved your game playing 5-on-5?
Yes. Well, one, they all congratulated me. I haven't seen any of them, but they've texted. Even my little rookie Dana, she texted me, which was very sweet. So they're all really excited. I think they're proud of me. They know how hard I've worked for this also in the off season and stuff and how much it means to me. So, I have some really great teammates here in Chicago. And then the other question, I feel like there's been a couple things that translated well. Finishing it's helped my finishing in the 5-on-5, being that in 3-on-3, you're just constantly being fouled, being pushed. You got to kind of make moves quickly because you don't have a lot of time, which has helped a lot in 5-on-5 because, there's always going to be someone there fouling you, hitting you, whatever. And then outside of that, I feel like it's just helped me with my ability to kind of not dwell on things, because 5-on-5, you get scored on, 3-on-3, you get scored on, it kind of doesn't matter. You just have to move on to the next thing. And that's helped a lot in my 5-on-5, just taking one possession at a time and kind of forgetting what happened.
Thank you.
Eric Wilson, and these will be our last 3 questions on the raised hands.
So Steph, I just want to ask you, you spent time in the bubble last year. Going through that, has that kind of prepared you for what life in Tokyo may look like, given that you are only going to be there for a short amount of time?
I mean, I guess. I never really thought about it in that way. The bubble was kind of its own thing for the WNBA. It was very secluded, but I do know what you mean, because Tokyo, I'm assuming it will be a pretty intense bubble as well. But I think Austria also helped. That was also in a bubble. So it's kind of like you were in your hotel room, mask on everywhere. And then you kind of shuttled to the gym and shuttled back. So you didn't really get to go many places. So, I really feel like there's been a few places that have prepared me for, what's to come in Tokyo.
Thanks, Steph. We'll go to Rafiq.
Hey, Coach, since you mentioned the street ball, I want to ask you, what can Tokyo expect to get a street ball field for the 3-on-3 tournaments for USA basketball and a bunch of international teams this summer coming up, considering you get street ball games here around the American states?
Sorry, can you repeat that? It was a little choppy. Sorry.
Can we expect a street ball atmosphere to happen with the 3-on-3 tournaments taking place this summer?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I think so. So first in France and then Austria, when the game goes, there's music playing constantly. There's a guy who commentates live. Then you hear exactly what he's saying, while you're making a move. The fans are just kind of cheering the whole time, kind of dancing to the music. It's just kind of a very high energy sport and entertainment in a way. So I think the street ball aspect of it is just all these moves. I don't do street ball moves. I already said that. Kelsey, that you can expect that from Kelsey Plum, Alicia. I don't know about Katie Lou, maybe. Her and I are more, standard moves. But the street ball aspect is just kind of that energy that comes from it. Thanks.
And Doug for our last question.
Steph, I'm curious. Obviously, one of the flaws of this Olympics is that families can't go and support their daughters, sons, sisters, brothers, husbands, wives, and such. Are you a little bit disappointed that your family can't take in this celebration with you in Tokyo? I mean, I'm sure they're going to be watching everything, but they won't be there and you can't have that Olympic moment, so to speak, with them?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said, it's been my dream, but it's also been, my family's dream to see me go. So it is sad. It is disappointing that my family can't come. I know they all would have came. It would have been really cool for them to be able to come, but they've already been talking about, when they have to be up for the games. My sister already bought my niece Olympic pajamas because it'll be 2 a.m. for some of the games. So, they'll be supporting from afar, and I know they'll, want to talk to me and text me whenever everything's going on. So it is sad though, but it's okay. Still going.
Thanks, Steph.
Thanks.